Readers here.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
At the end, I could see mystery reader.
Here, your mom?
No. It's
downstairs.
Hi, Ace.
Hi, what are you talking about?
Hi, Sienna.
mystery reader, but some people are joining in.
Hi, Allison. Unmute yourself.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's a mystery reader. Hey, let's go.
Want me to open this?
Now he's
Yeah. Let's go back in. Jason, tell everyone to be quiet. There's secret readers coming. You eat.
Give it a few more minutes.
2 more minutes.
We're just going to wait for some people to get on the call. And then if you guys have your piece of paper, so we can write down who you think the mystery reader is.
No. No.
And if you guys can just keep yourselves on mute, that would be good. Thanks.
Okay.
Are we muted?
So the clues were that the secret reader teaches in more than one school. The secret reader enjoys being in nature and uses that with the students. And the secret reader enjoys using technology with the students.
Ah, thank you.
So if you guys can write down who you think it is, and then hold up your sign. We have Ms. McKenna. Anybody else? Any other guesses? Ms. McKenna. We have Miss Taylor. Those are all good guesses.
Yeah, it has to be Ms. McKenna or Miss Taylor.
Yeah.
Ms. McKenna or Miss...
And happy birthday, Emily. We have that.
I know who it is.
I'm
not going to tell you.
Okay.
Sit down there. See how you're feeling.
Does anyone else have any other guesses with the secret reader?
Hello, that's how you spell it.
Looks like some other people are coming on. Okay, does our mystery reader want to unmute themselves and come on? Who's our mystery reader? Do you guys have guesses? Other guesses? Does our mystery reader want to come on and show us, come on the screen and unmute themselves?
Good morning, everyone. Hi. Miss Bryan, I'm having some technical difficulties with my screen. Would you be able to pull up my presentation for me?
Yep, sure. Hold on one second.
Thank you so much. Hi, boys and girls. I miss you so much. I'm so happy you're here to join us today. Happy birthday, Emily.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So do you want to get off this? Talk to them.
Ms.McKenna.
Who is that that's talking to me?
Happy birthday, Emily. Happy birthday. Thank you.
No, I was installed the whole screen.
Hi.
Okay, you can unmute.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Ready?
What just happened?
That's Amy did that. Amy did that. Don't touch it.
What I've done is I've scanned in one of my favorite books to the computer so you can see the pictures along with me.
Oh,
That's a
George, the seashore book.
So boys and girls, I'm going to get started reading. So if everyone can put their microphones on mute so we can all hear the book, that would be great.
are you on mute?
The title of this book is The Seashore Book. What is the seashore like? A little boy asked his mother. He lived in the mountains and had never seen the sea. His mother smiled. Let's pretend, she said. It is early morning at the seashore, and it's hard to tell where the sea stops and the sky begins. You bend over and pick up a stone, washed smooth by the sea. You find tiny brown snail shells and oyster shells, crusty gray outside and smooth pearly pink inside. You pick up a clam shell half open, and inside a live clam snaps the shell closed. In my hand, the little boy asks. In your hand, the mother says. Then you reach down again and pick up a wet, white gull feather from the gulls flying overhead. We sit at the edge of the water and build a castle of wet sand until the waves wash up and suck it back to the sea. The cold water makes your skin feel like peppermint and you are tired. You lie down in the hot noonday sun now, and it feels warm as a big, soft cat covering you, taking away the chill of the waves. The swish washing and sound of them lulls you to sleep. I watch while you sleep, and you don't see two little gray sandpipers run past you. But when you wake up, you do see their claw prints like pencil lines in the sand. You rub your eyes, and it seems there is nothing in the world except the sound of the wind and the rising and falling song of the waves. You stand and look at the ocean, far, far out. So far, it seems a toy. A little white sailboat skims over the water and disappears. The tide is going out. I'm hungry, you say. I am too. So we wade over to a big rock covered with seaweed and moss. We sit there together and eat our sandwiches and drink lemonade from our thermos and watch the small brown crabs squiggling at our toes. An airplane flies low in the sky. Its shadow on the sand is like a gigantic bird, and you leap off the rock and chase after it until it is gone. I watch you throw your head back and twirl yourself around and around until you are too dizzy to stand, and you fall down on the sand. The wind is getting cooler. Long purple streaks of clouds are forming in the sky. We take each other's hands and we walk down the beach toward home. The fishing pier we pass is white as a snowfall, with hundreds of crying seagulls waiting for the fishing boats to come in when the sun sets. The evening air is so still that the life buoys ding, ding, dong sounds right next to us, close, clear, and loud. We climb to the top of the dune, away from the ocean, but we stop and look down across the seagrass to the sea. The setting sun, is a huge orange ball. You are so tired when we get home that you can hardly stay awake through your hot bath and your dinner. We barely have time to kiss goodnight before you fall asleep. Outside, the lighthouse is flashing. Golden gleam on, golden gleam gone. But you don't see it. You are sleeping so deeply. You don't hear the tide rising. You don't see the small crescent moon outside your window. The ocean is bursting in waves along the seashore, covering the rock where we sat and ate our lunch and carrying up seaweed and shells to the sand. The little boy leaned against his mother and smiled. I like the seashore a lot, he said, and now I can always close my eyes and be there the way I just was now with you. Boys and girls, I really hope you enjoyed that story with me. I would love to be at the beach on this day, but it's not the right day to go to the beach. So I hope you were able to imagine and close your eyes and imagine the hot sun on your face, the cool water on your toes, and pretend that you were at the beach like we do go in the summertime. Now we're gonna play a game. It's called Guess the Sea Creature. I will give you 3 clues. After I finish reading all the clues, I will call on a friend who is raising his or her hand to take a guess. If they guess incorrectly, I will choose another friend. If the second friend guesses incorrectly, I will tell you what it is. So Mrs. Bryan's gonna help us by telling Mrs. McKenna who's raising their hand. So right now, Anthony's raising his hand. Anthony, do you have a question?
I'm just gonna give you the clues first.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the first one. Remember, don't make any guesses until you see all 3 clues, okay? I spend all my life in the sea. I belong to the fish family. I have hundreds of sharp teeth. Owen?
A shark.
What do you guys think? Is it a shark? Show me your thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you think it's a shark? Let's see if it's a shark. Yay! Good job, Owen. Let's try the next one.
Yay. Not hard at all.
I hatch from eggs laid in the sand, but grow up in the sea. I have a hard shell to protect me. I belong to the reptile family.
What?
I can read the clues again. I hatch from eggs laid in the sand, but I grow up in the sea. I have a hard shell to protect me. I belong to the reptile family. What do we think that could be? Anthony, do you have a guess?
Turtle?
Yes, let's see if it's right. It's a sea turtle. This is one of Mrs. McKenna's favorite sea creatures.
I have salt turtle.
This one's a little bit tricky, but I want you to really, really close your eyes and imagine what this creature looks like and see if you can figure it out. I have a flat body. I camouflage in the sand. Some people think I taste yummy. I have a flat body. I camouflage in the sand. Some people think I taste yummy.
Fish. I took you off mute.
Miss Bryan, can you call on a friend for me?
How about Emily?
A starfish?
It is a kind of fish, but it's not a starfish. Let's see if someone else can take a guess.
How do you raise your hand?
Mommy, good friend.
I can see Kane. Kane, do you have a guess? Sorry, honey, say it one more time. I couldn't hear you.
Is it a crab?
It's not a crab, but let's see what it is.
It's a sand shark.
Does anyone know what that is?
No.
If you think you know, you can take a guess. What do you think?
It looks like a sand shark.
I know.
What is it, Annabelle?
It's a flounder.
Good job, Annabelle. It is a flounder. You're right. And that flounder, if it was flat on the sand, you wouldn't even be able to know it's there because it uses camouflage. Does anyone know what camouflage is?
The bird wants to be a thumbnail.
What does camouflage mean?
What people are we feeding?
Go to Lise. Do you know what camouflage means?
You know what camouflage is? Daddy wears it to go hunting. What does he wear it for? So he can blend in.
What is camouflage?
Say it. Say it.
Blending
Hi, Joe.
in.
Joe, say it again, honey.
Except for you.
Do you know what camouflage is?
Do you know what camouflage is?
Blending in.
A lizard?
Lizards definitely can camouflage. Maybe Michael can help you. Michael, do you know what camouflage is?
Blending.
It's kind of like when you blend in with your surroundings.
Yeah, why would a flounder want to camouflage? Does anyone have any ideas?
So it can blend in with the sand.
Yeah, so it doesn't get
Eaten.
eaten. Exactly. Good job, guys. Let's try the next one.
Why does he keep doing that?
I live in the ocean, but breathe air. My tongue is so long, 50 people could stand on it. I am the largest mammal on the planet Earth. I'm going to read those again because this is a tricky one. I live in the ocean, but breathe air. My tongue is so long, 50 people could stand on it. I am the largest mammal on the planet Earth.
No.
Sienna, can you share what you think it is?
I think it's a blue whale.
Say it again, honey.
A blue whale.
Thumbs up if you agree with Sienna. Let's find out.
No.
It's a blue whale. Good job, Sienna. So Mrs. McKenna went on Pebble. Mrs. McKenna went on Pebble Go last night, and that was one of the fun facts, that 50 people could fit on a blue whale's tongue. I thought that was a pretty cool fun fact.
Goodbye, friends. Sorry.
Let's try the next one.
Oh, you had us off of mute.
I spend some time on the sand and some in the sea. I walk sideways. If you touch me, my pincers might grab you.
I know.
Joseph Leone, do you know what that one is?
Yes. The bag. A lobster.
Lobster?
So close. Someone else want to take a guess?
Crab.
Ignacio?
A crab.
Let's see. Is it a crab or is it a lobster?
Crab.
What is it?
It's a crab.
It's a crab. So
That's the weirdest. I never saw a brown crab in my life.
So these are crabs that you can actually find in the Long Island Sound, and the water is right outside of where we live on Long Island.
Wow, that's weird. That's the weirdest crab.
I never see crabs.
It looks like it has teeth.
All right, so this is another one of Mrs. McKenna's favorite sea creatures. I have webbed feet that help me to swim. I have brown fur and blubber to keep me warm. I dive in the water to find clams. Then I swim back to the top and I float on my back while I eat.
I forgot what they eat. Who eats ducks?
What? Turtles?
I have webbed feet that help me swim. I have brown fur and blubber to keep me warm. I dive in the water to find clams. Then I swim to the top and I float on my back while I eat.
I know this
Miss
one.
Brianna Petrie, do you have a guess?
Yes.
Can you guess for us?
I think it's a penguin for some reason.
It's a good guess, but that's not it. Does anyone want to take a second guess?
Yeah.
Everyone's
Otter.
A seal.
Nicholas Tellerico, do you have a guess?
Yeah.
What is it?
An otter.
An otter? Let's see if he's right.
What the?
The otter?
It's an otter.
What?
Betty.
Oh, no, they all look the same.
This is one of Mrs. McKenna's
It was supposed to be a walrus.
No, it's a sea otter. Look.
And do you know what it has on its belly? Can you guys see what it has on its belly? What is that?
Yes, it has another otter.
That's its baby, and baby otters are called pups. Can you say pups?
Pups.
That's what baby otters are called, and the mama otter puts the baby otters on their belly and they float around.
They do?
Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite sea creatures. I love the sea turtle and the sea otter. All right, boys and girls, this is our last one for the game. Are you ready?
Betty.
I eat mainly clams and oysters. I can be found in shallow tide pools or deep ocean water. Most of us have 5 arms called rays. What might this be? I eat mainly clams and oysters. I can be found in shallow tide pools or deep ocean water. Most of us have 5 arms called rays.
Me.
Oh, I hear a me, but I don't know who that is. Who's saying me?
Stop it. Molly.
Maybe Gabby, do you know the answer?
It's a star.
Gabby, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you make your guess?
Me.
Michael.
Starfish.
Let's see if she's right. Is it a starfish? Let's find out.
It is a starfish because it has 5 arms.
It is. So, you know, a lot of people call this a starfish, but the real name for it, what we really call it, is something called a sea star. Can you say sea star?
Sea star.
And what's really cool?
Oh, I saw one of those before.
I never saw a sea star.
Arms, but some of them can have up to 40 arms. And guess what? If one of their arms breaks off because of a predator, their arm can grow back. That's called.
I know that. I barely know it.
Ms.McKenna.
Yeah, it's great.
The me was Molly.
Oh, hi, Molly. Molly was trying to make her guess.
Yes. I don't know why she's in here, but she should be out of here.
So,
I don't know why you're in
Molly?
here.
So boys and girls, a website that I really like to visit when I'm home is something called the Oyster Bay Waterfront Center. There are free science classes on different days of the week. So if your parents give you permission to go on, you can ask them if you can visit the Waterfront Center website, and they do different science experiments live that you can watch, and you can also participate in. That might be something fun for you guys to do in the next couple of weeks.
Ms. McKenna.
I hear someone saying Ms. McKenna, but I don't know who it is. Who is that?
Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
That also the starfish also could have been a stingray.
Oh, was that a close? Were you thinking a stingray? Is that what you were thinking?
Because I was actually swimming with stingrays in Antigua.
That's amazing. Juliana?
With the shower waters, and some went deep, like down into the sea.
Juliana, honey, I think you're on mute. I can't hear you.
Hear me?
Yes, honey, I can hear
see
you now.
the baby. Can you
In
stop?
24 days, it's gonna be my birthday.
Oh, sweetheart, happy birthday. That's wonderful.
I'm gonna have an LOL themed party.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Mommy also buys, I think Mommy buys some LOL decorations, and also my room is LOL themed because I have an LOL sheet, an LOL lamp. I also have some LOL.
That's wonderful.
Miss McKenna. Miss McKenna.
Who else is Mrs. McKenna? Me, I can't tell.
Me.
Who's me? Say your name.
My birthday. Brianna.
Hi, Brianna.
Did you know on May 11th it's going to be my brother's birthday?
That's amazing. Say happy birthday to Anthony for me, okay? My other Anthony.
Stop showing the
Anthony,
baby.
Anthony, go ahead, honey.
You stop showing the baby, Brianna, okay?
I thought the guest was a beetle.
Beetle?
Molly,
That was so disgusting.
I don't think beetles live in this state, but maybe.
You're getting out of here. You're getting out of here. Miss McKenna dressed as a beetle.
Life if you kill it.
Nicholas, you have your hand raised. Go ahead, honey.
Distracting. Why would you think it was a beetle?
Sorry, honey, I couldn't hear you. Can you say it again?
My brother's birthday's in 3 days.
Oh, that's wonderful. Happy birthday to your brother. Boys and girls, if anyone celebrated a birthday in the past couple of weeks and we didn't get to see each other, or in the next couple of weeks coming up, I want to wish you a happy birthday, and I hope you have a great day, okay?
My birthday passed.
Today is it? Oh, yeah.
Can we all say thank you
Ms.
to Ms.
McKenna?
McKenna?
Thank you, Ms. McKenna.
McKenna.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. I miss you. I
Bye,
hope
Ms.
we get to see
McKenna.
each other soon.
Thank you so much.
You saw us house today because the teachers posted something really special for you to watch, okay?
Juliana.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Brianna.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Ashley. Bye, Emily. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. I'll miss you.
Bye.
I'll see you in like a little bit because I'm going to FaceTime you.
Bye. Bye.